From the massive Tsar Bomba, which detonated with the force of 3,800 Hiroshima bombs, to the MK41, the largest thermonuclear device ever produced by the United States. Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today we are going to talk about top 10 most devastating nuclear weapons known to man. Before we get started with the video, don't forget to smash the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get started. Number 10. MK14/TX14. The MK14, the United States' first solid-fuel thermonuclear weapon, yielded 6.9 metric tons when it exploded during the Castle Union nuclear test in April 1954. Instead of tritium, the bomb employed a non-radioactive isotope of lithium. The TX14 program was cleared for acquisition in September 1952. TX14s equipped with emergency capabilities entered service in February 1954. The MiG-14s were withdrawn in October 1954, with some of them being converted into Mk-17 weapons by September 1956. B-36 and B-47 bombers carried TX-14s, and they used the parachute drop technique to slow the rate of descent. Number 9. MiG-16 TX-16/EC-16 Nuclear Bomb. The Mk-16 hydrogen bomb was the United States' only liquid-fuel thermonuclear weapon. It was based on the Ivy Mike hydrogen bomb and could produce up to 7 metric tons. The Mk-16 was manufactured in experimental and emergency capability (EC) variants and first tested in December 1953. The weapon was deployed in an EC variant known as the EC-16. The TX-16 bomb had a diameter of 61.4 inches and a length of 296.7 inches. The weapon was decommissioned in April 1954, having been replaced by solid-fueled thermonuclear weapons such as the TX-14 and Mk-17. Number 8. B-53, Mk-53. The B-53/Mk-53 was the oldest and one of the most powerful nuclear bombs in the U.S. arsenal. The weapon was removed in 1997 with an estimated yield of 9 metric tons. It was used on B-47, B-52, and B-58 bombers. The B-53 nuclear bomb was a two-stage implosion device powered by 95% enriched lithium-6 deuteride fusion fuel and highly enriched uranium. It was available in two variants, B-53Y1 and B-53Y2. The nuclear weapon was planned to be airdropped using 5 parachutes, but it could alternatively be delivered by free fall by jettisoning the can with the parachutes. Number 7. MiG-36 Nuclear Bomb. The Mk-36 was a two-stage thermonuclear weapon that employed multi-stage fusion to generate up to 10 metric tons of explosive force. There were two versions, I-1 and Y-2. The Mk-36 was an improved version of the Mark 21, which was a weaponized version of the Shrimp device. During 1956 to 1958, the United States produced 940 Mk-36 bombs and converted 275 of them into Mk-21s. The Mk-36 was planned to be dropped from the sky using 2 parachutes. The B41 nuclear bombs had taken the place of all MiG-36 nuclear bombs by 1962. Number 6. Ivy Mike H-bomb. On the thermonuclear weapon that the U.S. Operation Greenhouse series of 4 nuclear device detonation tests demonstrated on May 9, 1951, the Ivy Mike hydrogen bomb was based. The Ivy Mike test produced a 10.4-meter explosion, 700 times the explosive force of the Hiroshima bomb. The apparatus weighed 82 tons and was 6 meters in length and 2 meters in diameter. It was not a deployable weapon, and it was solely used to validate nuclear weapon designs. Later, the EC-16, a simplified and lighter derivative, was produced. To trigger the chilled liquid deuterium, the nuclear weapon used an implosion device identical to the Fat Man bomb, which exploded over Nagasaki. Number 5. Mk-24/B-24. The Mk-24 thermonuclear bomb, one of the most powerful nuclear weapons ever produced by the United States, was based on the Yankee test device. Yankee was one of 6 nuclear detonations carried out as part of the Castle Nuclear Detonation Test Series. The Mk-24 was manufactured in a variety of versions with explosive forces ranging from 10 to 15. The Mk-24 resembled the Mk-17 thermonuclear bomb in appearance. Between 1954 and 1955, the United States produced 105 Mk-24s. The weapon was subsequently phased out of U.S. Air Force service in 1956. The deployed prototype of the Mk-24, known as the EC-24, was tested during the Yankee test on May 5, 1954, yielding 13.5 metric tons. Number 4. Mk-17/EC-17. The Mk-17, weighing more than 18 tons, was the largest thermonuclear weapon the United States had ever produced. As also the U.S. Air Force's first operational hydrogen bomb, the Mk-17 was projected to have an output of 10 metric tons to 15 metric tons. By 1955, around 200 Mk-17 bombs had been manufactured, and the bomb was removed from USAF service in 1957. The loaded weight of the large and heavy bomb was 41,400 pounds. B-36 bombers dropped the bomb from the air using a single 64-foot parachute to prolong the fall and give the aircraft more time to avoid the detonation impact. Number 3. TX21 Shrimp, Castle Bravo. In the United States, the TX21 Shrimp thermonuclear weapon was detonated on March 1, 1954, during the United States' largest ever nuclear weapon test, which was called Castle Bravo. The test took place at Bikini Atoll in the Marshall Islands. The detonation resulted in an explosive force of 14.8 meters or tons. Additionally, the TX21 was a scaled-down version of the TX17 thermonuclear weapon, which was initially tested during the Castle Romeo exercise in 1954. The TX21 utilized lithium deuteride fusion fuel while it was in operation. Encased in a natural uranium tamper, the fuel for this 2-stage hydrogen bomb was composed of lithium-6 deuteride that had been enriched to a degree of 37 to 40%. The TX21 exploded 7 feet above the surface, and the radioactive fallout stretched across more than 11,000 square kilometers. The explosion caused radioactive stuff to be dispersed across certain regions of Asia, Australia, the United States of America, and Europe. Number 2. B41 Nuclear Bomb. This is the most powerful thermonuclear weapon that the United States has ever fielded, and it is either the B41 or the Mk41. It has a yield of 25 MW. There were around 500 bombs manufactured between the years 1960 and 1962, and they continued to be used until July of 1976. 1955 marked the beginning of the development of the Mk41, which was intended to meet the needs of the United States Air Force for a Class B, 10,000-pound, high-yield thermonuclear weapon. Test firings of the prototypes took place in 1958 during the first phase of Operation Hardtack. Deuterium-tritium boosted the 3-stage thermonuclear device primarily, and it's believed that lithium-6 deuteride fuel with a 95% enrichment level powered the fusion stages. 2 variants were manufactured: a clean version, which consisted of a lead-encased 3rd stage, and a dirty version, which consisted of a uranium-encased 3rd stage. Both versions were airdropped by attaching 2 parachutes for delayed activation. Number 1. SAR Bomba, RDS-220 Hydrogen Bomb. Although it is frequently referred to as the Tsar Bomba, the RDS-220 Hydrogen Bomb is the largest and most powerful thermonuclear bomb that has ever been manufactured. It went off on October 30, 1961, over Novaya Zemlya Island, which is located in the Russian Arctic Sea. The Soviet Union was responsible for the explosion. A Tu-95 bomber used a massive fall retardation parachute to drop the hydrogen bomb from the sky during the bombing mission. There was a yield of 50 megans, which is comparable to the explosive force that would result from the simultaneous detonation of 3,800 Hiroshima bombs. The explosion took place 4 kilometers above the ground. In contrast to conventional thermonuclear bombs, which detonate over the course of only 2 stages, the Tsar Bomba had 3 stages. while the inclusion of the third stage resulted in an increase in the explosive force of the thermonuclear, the actual yield of the bomb, which was 100 metric tons, was decreased by 50% in order to lessen the amount of radioactive dust. That's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.